Baby Tony Good News here. Giants fans, we've got breaking news that's about to change everything you thought you knew about this year's training camp. On this episode of ESP.
This is the entertaining sports perspective for you.
Welcome to the Entertaining Sports Prospective, ESP. I am your host, Tony Good News, presented to you by ESP and BLKFREEZYTV. On today's show, we will be covering day 2 and 3 of training camp, folks. So let's get right to business. Day 2 of Giants training camp? Yeah, it was hotter than a seatbelt buckle in a New Jersey parking lot. Let's get right to it. Quarterback play. Russell Wilson showed up in his chef apron, cooking checkdowns, serving seam shots, and tossing up not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns, like Oprah giving out cars. Final line for Russ: 9 of 15, 3 TDs, 1 INT, that 1 pick. He forced it to Wan'Dale Robinson on a 2-point try, like he was trying to make fetch happen. It wasn't there. Move on. But overall, he's the clear QB1, period. That's not up for debate unless you're a Dart enthusiast in denial. Now let's talk Jaxson Dart, aka Diesel Dart, because right now, he's Diesel slow start. Final line, 3 of 8, 1 TD, 1 INT. He held onto the ball like it was the last slice of pizza at a training table. But that touchdown to Jalen Hyatt, back shoulder beauty with a free rusher in his face, flashed the arm talent. Problem is, he's still taking too long to hit open guys. That ain't gonna fly in the NFC East, baby. Defense went full wink mode, but with Bowen sauce. The Giants' defense? Oh, they were wild today. Bowen looked at Wink's old blitz package and said, "Hold my headset." They brought the house today. Blitzes from everywhere. It looked like a Madden defense set to Engage 8 with no chill. Abdul Carter, the rookie, man was moving. Used as an edge, inside gap blitzer. Dude was a certified problem. No pads yet, and he's already blowing up plays like he's trying to impress Dexter Lawrence on the first date. Now let's talk Malik Nabers. WR1 with no apologies. You thought day 1 was a fluke? Nah. Malik Nabers cooked Paulson Adebo again. With a sore toe, limited reps, and still out there putting on a clinic. Roots, fire, hands, like a locksmith swag? Certified. Even Brian Burns looked like he wanted to draft him twice. Now let's talk about the backup DBs stealing headlines. Y'all, don't sleep on these backup DBs. Nick Jones, ballin' like he left something on the field yesterday and came back to collect. Andrew Phillips had a bounce-back moment that deserves a slow clap. Got beat by Wan'Dale on a slot fade touchdown. Next play, he picks off Russell Wilson on a 2-point conversion. That's the type of bounce-back that gets coaches hyped in film sessions. Okay, folks, are you ready for this one? Greg Dulcich lined up as a fullback during 11 on 11. I'm serious. A 6.4 tight end blocking out of the backfield like Mike Allstott with conditioner. Brian Burns' playbook looking like the Cheesecake Factory menu. So many options. Everybody confused. Oh, and before we move on, shout out to Jermaine Eluemunor. On other notes, folks, Theo Johnson flashed in the red zone. He was a clear mismatch for the little guys. Shout out to the DBs. Brian Burns versus James Hudson got testy again. Day 2 was all about the red zone, plus 2-point simulations. That's a wrap for day 2. Now let's talk about day 3 of training camp, folks. On day 3, the Flames emoji has entered the chat. Folks, let me paint a picture. Day 3 of New York Giants training camp, and the sun wasn't just out. It was out here trying to win a starting spot at defensive end. The turf was cooking, the helmets were glistening, and somewhere in the distance, a hydration station cried for mercy. D-Bowl was like, nah, we ain't losing nobody to heat stroke today. So, what did Big Blue do? Installed a bonus 3-minute water break in the middle of practice. Now that's how you adjust at halftime, baby. Let's start with the QB room. Dart throwing dimes and Wilson getting whacked. Where the tea is spicy. Russell, Mr. Unlimited. Wilson went 9 of 15, just like the last 2 days. That's right, man's consistent like grandma's mac and cheese. But today, the defense decided they were sick of the recipe. They brought pressure, they brought chaos, they brought blitzes like your ex's texts after 2 a.m. Still, Russ dropped a bomb to Malik Nabers that had the sideline buzzing. Nabers tracked that thing like a license plate scanner. But then, Jaxson Dart stepped in and cooked up a 6 of 8 drive that ended with a gorgeous red zone TD to Cam Skattebo on 3rd and goal. Dart put his chef hat on and got to cooking. Let's talk Abdul Carter. our rookie edge rusher who's been moving like Sonic the Hedgehog after 3 Red Bulls. The man came off the edge so fast he literally ran out of his cleat. I ain't making this up. Art Stapleton posted it. If speed kills, Carter needs a warning label and a speed bump. Brian Burns and Wan'Dale Robinson had a full-speed collision that shook the camp. I mean, pads cracked, fans gasped, and Dabble probably clenched. The Tony good news is that both walked off under their own power. Bad news, Wan'Dale looked like he pulled something near his existence. Man was holding his lower back like an uncle leaving a barbecue. In other news, Jalen Hyatt was held out today with cramping and tightness. Yeah, DeBoll said they're just being cautious. But if I had $1 for every time tightness turned into 3-week absence, I'd be sitting next to Joe Schoen in the GM suite right now. Meanwhile, Andrew Thomas, franchise LT, still not practicing. But wait, he was spotted doing agility drills on the side. That's like seeing Batman stretching on the roof. You know he's coming, but he's not ready to fight crime just yet. Okay, here's what you tell your cousins at the cookout. Russell's holding steady, but Jaxson Dart is heating up like a microwave burrito. Wan'Dale got lit up, but should be okay. Carter is the truth. My guy just might sack someone during warm-ups. Dabble's not letting weather or injuries derail the plan. And remember, folks, we're still in training camp mode. Pads come on Monday, then it's a DT versus OT battle royale, aka Brian Burns versus James Hudson. That's a wrap until day 4 for training camp. Make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment, and if you're feeling it, subscribe for more Giants content all off-season long. Drop us a message in the comment section below the video. Stay strong, stay loud, and go Giants. Please like and subscribe and join the tribe. Thank you to the good folks over at BLKFREEZYTV for all the production and programming. I am your host of the Entertaining Sports Prospective, ESP, Tony Good News, and I am out. Peace.